All right, hello everyone. Um, Today I was asked by a couple people to do this, so I'm gonna get it done today. Uh, we're gonna dive into Responsibid's code injection. Their Responsibid gives us a form to put on our website that literally doesn't match anybody's website except, I mean, it matches theirs because it's their blue, everything else like that. Looks very generic. Has their powered by Responsibid on the bottom, which shows it's a third-party application, which I don't like. I don't like my customers. I like my customers to think that it's all in my system. So I'll take you over to or what this is, as you guys know, this is Responsibid's form. So this is what they give you. This is what you put on your website. You know, buttons are small. I don't mind the green. The blue's ugly compared to mine. It's not an ugly blue. It's just not my blue, and it's not probably any of your guys' blues or whatever colors you guys use. Um, you see, they put no padding here. There's nothing here. It's just a dead stop, which again I feel is ugly. So, but with a little bit of tinkering, so in about 4 hours in tinkering, I was able to get my form changed to my colors and my style. Um, Full disclaimer, I am not a web developer by any means. I do build my own websites and I do code a little bit inside them, but I don't I don't fully code the website, and I can read code and I can understand it a little bit. So that's how I got to this point. I was tired of Responsibid's excuses, or not excuses, just their answers to things. They just kept telling me, you know, code injection, pay somebody, code injection, pay somebody, and it's I could pay somebody, but I like knowledge and I like to know what I'm doing. So I always want to have some sort of insight on what's going on. And at $225, I feel Responsibit should give us some control over this. This blue and stuff like that. We should have some control over some of these things that they won't give us. Um, and again, their answer is pay somebody, which we're already paying $225 a month for this. Some companies, you know, might not have extra money to pay somebody to get their stuff to match, so they just leave it as is, and that's where I'm at. I want to make sure I try to help as many people as possible. So if I refresh this, it'll take me to my form. So this is my current form. Again, I expanded these to 40 just because on my website everything is at that size. This is my blue now. This is my orange for my buttons. If I click here, you can see that turns blue again. Come down here, this is all my blue. Click here, got our orange. Get bid, I've got my buttons larger. Get bids in full caps. All the information, select services, full caps. This is regular, all that fun stuff. That way it matches. And like I said, I mean, if you take a look at it, it looks like it flows in my website. This doesn't look like a third-party app at this point. You know, this is fully in mine. Customers, I feel, trust a little bit more on that. So let's go ahead and dive into this. If you go to your installation side of Responsibid, you go to Smart Forms. You're going to take this bids.responsibid all the way out to here. You're going to copy that, implement it. You're going to get the HTML, and you're going to take the bids again, this iframe URL. I'm going to pop that out, replace it. It's going to take you your form. So here's your form, and I'll show you real quick what I'm talking about. So if you right click, you come down here to inspect, it's going to pop up the HTML, and I believe this is CSS or uh, JavaScript. Couldn't tell you exactly which one. Again, not a web developer. Um, but if I come over here and I do the same thing, right click on that box, inspect it, it's going to open it up to its area that it needs, and you'll see it's highlighted here. And you'll see the class is section title open. If I close that, it'll just close it out. It just does section title. But section title open, click it, and you're going to see here. So here's theirs. You know, this is what they start off with. And when you do code injection, it looks like it overrides it. So it just takes, this is my code injection. So you can see my height is 40, cancels out their height. My color is this, it cancels out theirs. I don't know why it's not X'd out. If I close it, I believe it X's it out. No, it doesn't. Anyways, it works. But this is what you need to take. So what we'll do is we will go remove mine. So we're done with this. In order to do this, you go to Form Builder. Code injections at the bottom. What you'll see is my code is very long. Again, this was done by tinkering. So I would, plug it in, mess it up, plug it in, mess it up, everything like that. And this is what I came up with. This could probably be shortened a lot. But again, not a web developer, so don't know how. And as long as my form looks good, I really could care less what this is. I understand it. So, and I'll post this in the descriptions so that you guys can use this code and just plug and play. So you could just this is my blue right here, this color right here, and my orange is here. So this is my original orange. This is my dark orange for the hover side of things. As you can see, if I hover, it just turns a little bit darker to show that it's a button. But basically, if you used mine, you just put your colors in. So if whatever your company color is, you're going to replace my blue. Whatever your button colors are, you're going to replace this orange. And you don't have to. You could leave their green. If you like their green, use it. If you like their blue, use that. If you want to just mess with a few things, do it. I like my font family on my website is this. I like a heavier font, so I replace all this. This doesn't do anything, so I could take that out. Really doesn't matter. I was trying to get these rounded edges on their form, but it really wasn't working because you see how all their rounded edges are 7. So I wanted to match it, but I just did that on my website. So I just had a container, and then I ran that anyways, and it worked out well. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to erase all this right now. I'll close it, save it, come back over here. We'll save this, and then you're going to see it's going to go back to their generic side. So again, inspect. Here's our section title. This is what we want. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this, copy it, and you're going to run it back over here. Okay, now started off, we got to run a style. So we're going to style, bam, space, and then we're going to close that style out. And everything will just be in between these two quotations, or these two guys. So anything that you mess with on the CSS side or JavaScript will be in here. So we're going to go ahead and paste that in, and you'll see how it is. So section title, that's what we're overriding. You do not need all this stuff. So we will take this out, push this up, and then close this out. Okay, these are the only two things we need. So I'm going to go grab my blue. Okay, there's my blue. I'm going to go ahead and widen this 40, and we're going to close this. Or we're going to save this. So save it, come back over here, and there you are. There's your blue, or your color, whatever color you choose. And like I said, open these up. I don't like the smaller boxes. I like larger ones. So I did that. And you'll see, like I said, this continue button right here. If we inspect this, we're going to come over here. You're going to see it has 3 classes that control it. You have button, button primary, and continue button. If you just want the continue button, then you would just run that. And if you look over here, it doesn't have the continue button in here right now. So, and I'm not sure why. Again, don't know that. But I do know that we could just take that. So we could do this, like if I wanted to expand that. Let's just go copy that. We're going to come back over here. Now we're going to have to do a little bit ourselves, so it's going to be period, continue button. We're going to we're going to have that bracket, and then we're going to close that bracket, and everything's going to go inside. So whatever you want to do, we're going to do it in here. So let's just pretend we like the green. Let's just say we like the green. Okay, so we're just going to take this height, but we want it big. So we'll take that height. Where am I at here? Okay. We're going to go height there. And then let's go width, because which one is it? Hold on, sorry. Oh, there. Okay, yeah, I was right. So yeah, width 100%. Okay, so we're just going to change that. We're going to leave our green. Okay, so there we go. Come back over here. Bam. There we go. Our, button's bigger now. It already looks nicer. It's got, even if I use this one on my website, like if I come over here, pop this out, that looks a ton better than what they gave us. I hate the Responsibid thing down here, and I'll show you how to take that out. But get the bids small still, so if I wanted to do that, I would just come back over here. Where am I at? Okay, so we got this guy. So we're going to inspect him. We're going to get the bid. So you can see it right there again. Button primary, get the bid button. So I'm going to take that. We're going to do two things here right now. We're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to remove this. So go over here. Again, you're going to have to do it on your own. Period. Bracket. Down, bracket. Okay. Same thing. You can just use this now to mimic it. There's that. Okay, and we'll see how that pans out with their stuff there. And I'll show you how to remove that. So you can see that didn't do anything, right? Because right now they probably have this in sections. So they probably have this guy over here, and I believe this one's called pull right. Yeah, so they call this class is pull right, and it's got the logo. You can see it. So this one, all we're going to do is, where am I at here? I'm just going to pull it off my other sheet so I can show you. So we're going to remove that completely because we don't want it. So pull right, we're going to display none important. We want it gone. We don't want it there. So save. All right, so we removed it, but we still don't have a big button, right? Again, this is where that tinkering comes in. You have to tinker a lot with it and get it to where it needs to be. And it's because since pull right was removed, and they have pull left also, we'll get that in there. So pull left 100%. There we go. So now what we told it, we wanted their section here, whatever was broken out, we wanted the full 100% of their page, and we removed their stuff. So right here again, go back to mine. Even if I did that and I didn't change anything else, their blue, it's not bad. Once we have our blues in there and it looks normal, but this form right here already looks better. We removed all that. I don't have spacing here yet, but again, tinkering. But that's the basics of it. You just mess with it as you go through, and you're just going to start to do things. Like here, if we inspect this, you're going over to section content padded, so you're these things over here. So like inspect this one again. If we're here, if I turn this off, it's going to go back, so you can see that you're on the right one. But again, I'm going to paste my code. You can just replace everything with yours. So it is, if you like the way mine looks, just replace the colors and then you're good to go. Again, I truly feel that Responsibid could have done a 10-minute video helping everybody. 10 minutes of their time to do this video would have just helped so many people. Would have helped me. Would have, I wouldn't have had to done all this. I could have just, plugged and played. I wouldn't have had to tinker. But again, I like to know what I'm doing. But my full code, which is this, again, probably could be summarized, probably could be shortened, but it isn't. And this got me to where I'm at. So I'll plug all this back in real quick. Save it. And then we're back to mine. And again, on here, you'll see it. Like I said, I like heavier font. I like more of the bold look. I like capitalized uppercases all through here, all through there. I like when it selects it's my colors. Down here my colors, everything like that. I got space here. Not just in theirs, and I remove their stuff. So again, I'll put my code in the descriptions, and you guys feel free to use it. I do not care. If you want to tinker with it yourself, you saw how that's done. It's just done over here. You just select on what you want to select on, and you will start to get things. You can see like right here, again, I have the title, I have section title, and I have my color overriding theirs. But that's the basics of this code injection. Again, probably could have simplified it, probably could do things a lot different, but this is what I know. And until Responsibid decides that they want to do their own video and teach people stuff that they claim to give you access to, this is all we got. Again, I couldn't find anybody. A couple people they told me to reach out to couldn't help me. They said they no longer did it, or the one guy from, I believe it's 180 Sites, he makes nice websites, but he really didn't get back to me either. It just felt like he wanted me to rebuild a website, which I don't need a website built. I have one. I just need a little bit of help there. You can hire people off of Fiverr. There's a lot of different things. You can spend 50, $100, have somebody do it for you. I believe you just give them all this you just give them the form and everything like that, and they'll just throw the CSS in or JavaScript for you. But knowledge is everything. I do think that you should pay people for stuff, but also I feel like you should know, or you should have knowledge in what is going on. So, and that's what I do. But anyways, I'll post this down in there. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I can help as much as I can. So I just want everybody to have a nice looking form. Hey, have a good day.